Plug those headphones in. It's time for Ireland's only interactive podcast, the multi-award-winning Opinions Matter with Adrian and Jeremy.
Hello, this is Adrian Kennedy, and the following is a short little extract from our most recent Opinions Matter podcast to give you a sample of what we talked about today. If you would like to hear the entire podcast, it's available on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. You just search for Opinions Matter with Adrian and Jeremy. Have a listen to this. Here's what Nikki wrote. I walked by my son's room yesterday and could smell that someone had been smoking weed in there. He denied it, of course, but when he went to play a match, I checked in his wardrobe and there was a big bag of stuff hidden in there. I confronted him last night, and he says he's been smoking it for the last year since he was 14. I feel sick thinking of it because I thought I brought him up better than that. I'm incredibly worried. I'm a single mum. His dad is of no help. In fact, when I told his dad, he said, so what? At least it's better than him drinking. I don't know what to do to make sure he doesn't go down this path. I've already stopped his pocket money, but he gets money from his dad. And so many people are telling me it's no big deal. What is wrong with people? I don't want this for my son. Any advice on what I can do, just call me Nikki. So Nikki has basically found out her young fella is smoking weed, has been since he was 14. He's 15 now, and she's horrified. Daddy is even saying, it's better than him drinking. And we'd like to hear from you. Is it a big deal if a 15 or 16-year-old teenager is smoking a bit of weed? That's the question we're asking. Our number is 085 825 2626.
Now, I don't understand how it's taken her a year to cop on. I think it is, I'm sorry to say this, Nikki, and I hope this doesn't sound harsh, but I think it is a failing on your part that you didn't...
A failing?
Yeah, that it's gone for a year, that literally he has been taking cannabis, which is a serious drug, by the way, for the last year, and literally you haven't noticed that you only noticed the other day. You have to know, as a parent, it's your job to notice these things. It's your job.
But it's
your job to nip this.
When I was a young fella, I was smoking for I would say maybe 2 years before my parents found out.
Yeah, that's a failing on their part as well.
It's a failing.
Yeah, that they should have
because I was a great liar. I was able to cover it up. That was a failing on their part, was it?
Yeah, that they should know. If you were a parent,
how are you meant to know?
No, you should know what your kids are doing, and if they're certainly, you should know if they are taking illegal narcotics. You should know about that. That is your job as a parent, to know that is going on. Now, okay.
Sorry, Jeremy. I don't know about you, but teenagers are very devious, very cunning, very conniving.
You have to outsmart them.
They can lie left, right, and centre and get away with it.
You often say, when you hear stories of 15-year-olds out joyriding in Cherry Orchard or whatever, in fact, you said on this podcast last year, when we were talking about joyriding in Cherry Orchard, how did those parents not know where their 15-year-old Johnny?
That's completely different. That is completely different than knowing that a child is actually doing cannabis.
No, you should know.
Completely different.
You should know, because cannabis is a mind-altering substance, and it does change your personality and all that, and it makes you very relaxed. It also takes away any motivation you have. It would affect your schoolwork. These are all, I'm not a cannabis user, and I could even tell you that all these things
but you also weren't an average teenager that lied to your parents left, right, and centre. Most teenagers are very good at it and get away with it because they're so devious. They're so cunning.
But you have to out-cunning them. You have to outsmart them. You have to be better than that. You let it go for a whole year.
So this mother, your answer to this mother...
Sorry, a year ago, if she had any inkling that he was taking cannabis, she should have been searching his bedroom.
But she didn't have any inkling. That's the point.
From top to bottom. She should have been literally searching his room from top to bottom, even if there's no inkling that your teenager is doing illegal drugs. When they're not at home, you should be searching their bedroom. You should be searching their wardrobe. You should be searching under their bed to see that they... Yes, absolutely. To see if
so you're telling me in 5 years' time, when your young fella's 15, you're going to be searching his bedroom regularly?
Yeah, absolutely. No, he won't do drugs. Because I'll have him so terrified.
But you're still going to search his room?
Yeah, I think every parent...
Jesus, talk about invasion of privacy.
No, it's not invasion of privacy. Teenagers don't deserve privacy. You're living under my roof. You are not entitled to privacy.
Jeez, I'd hate for your son.
What, because I'm going to be a good parent?
Because you're going to search his bedroom.
No, I'm sorry. Two things here. If your child... So, like, you're either on one side of the fence or the other age, and so you think if a 15-year-old is out joyriding a car,
that's not knowing where they are.
No,
that's not knowing where they are.
No,
there's a complete difference with smoking a bit of weed and getting away with